Alright everyone, what up? It's your boy King Not Sasuke here, back at it again with another new video, I guess. Now, I know what y'all are gonna say. Wait, what? But, I thought you were gonna do this series. You literally solemnly swear it on the river Styx. Yes, but a lot of people, I mean a buttload of people, seem to hate this series. They keep spamming me on everything I got, saying don't do that, unsolemnly swear. And so I have to break my promise of the river Styx, which probably means I'm going to Tartarus. So, sorry boys. But, anyways, now y'all might be wondering, wait, what even is this what if? Well, this what if is something I've been thinking of for quite a while. This is what if Naruto and Sasuke were, well, this is basically, I can't put this in a perspective of a what if, but originally this was supposed to be a texting video. That's why it isn't exactly a what if, but well, that it would take forever to do the texts. So yeah, sorry boys. So I'm just gonna tell the story by my mouth, and you'll just have to guess or think of what I'm saying. Okay. That's pretty much here's the gist of it. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's still on. Long ago, there were two brothers, Indra and Ashura. Now you all probably are thinking, oh, is Ashura going to do what he did to his brother? Not exact. It's going to be angry and want to destroy everything? Not exactly. Allow me to explain. Indra and Ashura were a lot closer than canon. And they were a lot more similar, I guess you could say. Indra and Ashura were like inseparable. Now, well, Indra was of course like thousands of other anime characters, dense and kind of dumb. He would not understand. However, his brother Indra would feel a connection to him, not just one of a brotherly connection, as Indra would fall for his brother. Yes. Now you might be wondering, wait, what? Now, allow me to explain the name of this video. This is a sasunaru ship. Now I know if it's something you don't like gay crap, get the hell out of my video. Okay? If you guys don't like gay crap or yanderes, get the hell out of my video right now. And wait for the next video, okay? But yeah. Pretty much, Indra would love his brother. And I mean, not just like, he loves his brother. No, I mean like he would love his brother. To the point where he would always bring his brother presents. He would comment his brother on a daily basis. He'd cook for his brother. He'd do his brother's chores, and he would even help his brother with training. As he was very intact with his brother. I'm in contact with his brother. Or very close, I guess you could say. As he's, well, one day Indra was out with his brother and something happened. Something which got him. Something which got him going. Something which made his love go from just a normal, humongous crush to that of a yandere crush. As they would basically be out in the village, out, training, or basically walking on a walk. And Ashura would smile. Basically, imagine Naruto's smile, and it basically just melts Indra's heart. As suddenly, Indra's personality begins to become a lot more affectionate towards his brother. But pretty much a lot more dull and towards everyone else. Even his own father. As Indra would grow to love his brother more than anything. And then, one day, his brother was out walking, and pretty much he and his brother were out in a village where where a couple of girls would ask to go out, for Ashura to go out with them. This would enrage Indra, as his Sharingans would glow a bright, vibrant hot pink, like Betty Noir from Glitch Tail Pink. As this was only for like half of a second, so you wouldn't notice, unless you were like really paying attention. But these girls were not paying attention, and neither was Ashura. As Indra and Ashura would politely decline to the girls, and pretty much he would walk away with his brother. As Indra would go on a kill spree at night, killing every single one of these girls. As Indra basically wanted his brother to be all his, like a normal, like a yandere usually is like. As then, hold on, he gets an idea, a abnormal idea at that, but in his mind it's the best thing he can come up with, and he should do it. As Indra would basically think, I'm going to capture him. No, I'm going to lure him away from everyone, and I'm going to keep him all to myself, and we'll be together, happy, free, peaceful, all together, forever and ever 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 and ever. And no one, and I mean no one, will ever take him away from me. As then Indra would then chuckle, as he'd then say, and if they even think about it. His eyes would then begin to glow bright, vibrant pink again, but this time not for half of a second. As he would then say, "I'll make them wish they were never born." And then his eyes would go back to normal, and pretty much around this time, he would have moved his bed into. He basically would have made his room also connected with Ashura's, as Ashura would be dead asleep, as an Indra would say, and would basically smile and walk over to his brother, as he'd then say, "Don't worry. Don't worry." As he would then say, "I love you," and kiss Ashura on the cheek. Ashura would be dead asleep and he would not notice this. As we skip about a week later, Ashura would be out walking and out on a walk. As then someone would hit him on the head or something. This, of course, would be Indra. As Indra would then say, "Oh, don't worry. You'll be awake soon. Awake and happy." As he basically smiled like an insane person. As Indra would take his brother. He basically would take his brother to a very. He'd take his brother to a deserted temple, as he would have his brother he basically barricaded the entire temple and chained his brother at the basement, as he would try to convince his brother to love him each and every day. However, Ashura, not being basically Ashura, not being like that, would reject him every single time. This would make Indra more and more and more determined to have Ashura fall in love with him. As then, one day, Indra would walk down the stairs of the temple, and see that the chains were broken, and he then heard an explosion, as his brother would have created a Rasengan and would have broken the chains and created a Rasengan to bust out of the place. As pretty much the two would, Ashura would be running as Indra would be chasing after him. Now, as I explained, yes, Indra did help with Ashura's training a lot. However, he only did things that weren't really effective. He only taught his brother things that weren't really effective towards him. Because, seriously, what type of yandere teaches their senpai something that can beat them? Not a smart one, I'll tell you that. And obviously Indra is increasingly smart. He's a prodigy after all. So yeah, of course. As he would pretty much have... He would pretty much have a battle with his brother, or what Ashura would think of as a battle, but his brother Indra would think of it more as a retrieval, as Ashura was using some attacks to try and knock out his brother, and, take him back and chain him up again. However, Ashura went too bit strong and accidentally killed Ashura. As Indra would then say, no, 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 no. This can't be, this can't be, this can't be, this can't be. I, as he'd be shaking with fear and anger, as he would be angry at himself, as he'd then scream, why, 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 he would say, as then. And he would say, don't worry, my love, I'll meet you in the I'll see you in the afterlife, huh? Or whatever is after this world. As pretty much Indra would create a Chidori and aim it right through his heart. As I'm pretty sure that Indra has the Chidori and created the Chidori or something like that. I mean, Ashura created the Rasengan, so as Indra would have killed himself, and they would have the whole reincarnation cycle, except Indra's reincarnation of Madara would be a Yandere for Hashirama. And kind of the same thing would happen with them. As every single one of Ashura's reincarnations always rejected Indra's reincarnation. Or that is, well, I'm not going to spoil. Now we go to the fourth, and we go to the Hidden Leaf Village, as Naruto is being born. Naruto and pretty much Sasuke are both being born. As yes, I'm making them being born within a week time span within each other and of each other, okay? As the whole Nine Tails thing will go on like canon. However, well, actually, the whole Nine Tails thing would actually go exactly to canon. As then, pretty much, we skip to when Naruto is 4 years old. And Sasuke is 4 years old. Okay? As Sasuke and Naruto would pretty much meet, as then Sasuke would basically just think, I have no clue why, but I want to protect him. And he basically just thinking this. Naruto, of course, is still dense like usual, and dense as ever like usual. As, well, pretty much Naruto would walk. Hold on, my brother's coming up the stairs. Pretty much now Sasuke would basically just say hi, as Naruto would say hi. The two would then basically be talking, as Naruto would say, my name's Naruto Uzumaki, and I'm gonna be the Hokage when I'm older. As Indra, Sasuke would then say, oh really? Well then, my name's Sasuke Uchiha. Sorry, if I said Naruto Uchiha, I'm so sorry. Naruto Uzumaki is what I meant to say. If I said Naruto Uchiha, just tell me in the comments if I did, and I'm so sorry that you guys had to hear me say Hey, that you almost. If I did, you all must have been cringing. Like, it's Uzumaki, not Uchiha. Duh. Or else this would be, what if Naruto was an Uchiha? Okay, sorry guys, just I cannot remember what happened, so yeah. Basically, Sasuke, Naruto would basically then, after saying, I'm gonna be the Hokage, he would then, he would say, nice to meet you, Sasuke, and I'm gonna be and as I said, I'm gonna be Hokage. As he do the classic Naruto smile, and Sasuke would basically blush just a tiny bit. As he then think, he's so cute. And as Sasuke would then think, why am I blushing? As we skip to the age of 8, when Naruto is 8, and when Sasuke is 8. Yes, if you did not know, and I have looked this up on Google, they go on the, basically they're Genin, and they go on the, Land of Waves mission at the age of 8. Can you believe that? 9 is when the Chunin exam, at the age of 9 is Chunin exams, and Konoha Crush, as age 11 is the search for Tsunade. Yeah, I looked this up. But back to the story. As pretty much it would be an ordinary day. Naruto, everyone would be gawking over Sasuke, saying, Sasuke-kun, love me, love me. You know, they'd all be simping for him like in canon. Naruto and Sasuke would be good friends. Or what Naruto thinks of as best friends. Sasuke thinks of as boyfriends. Of soon-to-be boyfriends. Okay? As pretty much... Oh, I forgot to mention this. Now, y'all might be wondering, wait, what happens in the time period of... in the period of time before the... before Indra and Ashura are reincarnated? Pretty much what happens is they're in, like, shinobi heaven, basically. And Indra is just chasing Ashura, and Ashura's trying to get away. Yeah. It's basically just that for, like, a bunch of years. Maybe even hundreds. Who knows? But, back to the story. As pretty much Naruto would be talking to Sasuke, and Sasuke would basically, he'd do the classic pose where he has his two has his two elbows on the on a desk, and he has his chin held by both of his hands, as he basically is just like, yeah, and is completely listening, and is just completely listening to Naruto. And thinking, he's so cute. As then, pretty much, uselessness, or the pink trash can, walks up to Naruto and says, hey demon, what are you doing near what are you doing talking to Sasuke-kun? Well, demon? As he would then say, demon, as Naruto would say, sorry, Sakura, as he would still, at this time, be a bit simping for Sakura, as I have no clue why the most overpowered character in possibly all of anime, because yes, I have looked this up also on Google multiple times, Saitama versus Naruto. Naruto actually has more speed and stamina, so he would win, and while Goku is stronger in strength and everything else, Naruto is far stronger in the battle of the wits. Therefore, wits usually brains overcome brawn usually. So most of the time, like 99.9% of the time, brain outsmarts brawn. So yeah, that would make Naruto one of the strongest characters in all of anime. Just tell me in the comments if you agree with me or not, okay? But yeah, pretty much I have no idea why he was simping for her. But back to the story. As Naruto basically, Naruto would walk away, as then Sasuke would then think, damn, no, Naruto-kun. As yes, he does say Naruto-kun in his mind. Of course, not out loud yet. as he would then think, no, damn, why'd she have to be here today, out of all days? Damn her, damn her, damn her. This is what he's thinking. As he would basically look at Sakura and say, why'd you do that? Go away. Go away, Sakura. As she'd basically try to flirt or talk to Sasuke, he'd ignore her to canon. And, well, in this timeline, all the Uchihas are still alive. Okay. Well, not for long, okay? As pretty much Naruto would then, after school, after everything, Naruto fails the exam like normal. Sasuke would feel bad for Naruto, as he'd then say, wanna come over to my house? I'm pretty sure my mom would love it if you were back. If you came back, you haven't been at and we haven't slept over in 2 months. As Naruto would then say, okay, Sasuke. As the two would pretty much just go over to Sasuke's house, and, well, they'd enter, and they'd enter the compound. Everyone would immediately begin eyeballing Naruto, just giving him the dirty eye. The I don't like you type of eye. As Sasuke could clearly see this, but Naruto, his personality is so freaking dense that he didn't notice it at all. But seriously, why do you make one of the most overpowered characters so friggin' dense? Just why? Just why? But, yeah. As Naruto would have pretty much walked in and being given all sorts of mean mugs and stink eyes, and then a couple of Uchihas would say, get away from the prodigy, you useless demon. As they'd then pretty much shove Naruto away from Sasuke and split the two up. Sasuke would be routed by a whole bunch of fangirls and other Uchihas, as Naruto would be barraged with all sorts of Uchihas, as they'd be using their Sharingans, using fire release. I'm pretty sure that some Uchihas have lightning release. But yeah, they'd be basically attacking the crap out of him. As then Naruto would pretty much say, Naruto would pretty much just be bleeding in pain, as Sasuke would then see Naruto, as he'd then say, Naruto! Naruto! Are you okay, dude? Are you okay? Hey, Naruto? Are you okay? Speak to me! Speak to me! As he'd absolutely be terrified for Naruto's sake. As then, Naruto would say, Sasuke? Oh. Why does everyone hate me? He would say. Hate me, he would say. As Naruto and Sasuke would then say, I don't know, Naruto. I don't know. As pretty much Naruto would get over to, pretty much Sasuke would say, I'm sorry for this whole misunderstanding. How about we then spend the night over at your house? As pretty much Naruto would say, okay. As, by the way, when I said a couple of Uchihas were attacking Naruto, I meant all of them. Like even Sasuke's family. Even Itachi. Okay? As all of them were just barraging Naruto. But yeah, pretty much Naruto would and Sasuke would go over to Naruto's house, as then pretty much when Naruto slept or went to bed, Sasuke would wake up and would be wide awake, as he'd then say, and as he would basically grab a sword, and basically he'd pull an Itachi. Now, if you have no idea what the term pulling an Itachi means, he killed his whole family. And he killed his whole clan. As Sasuke would just say, why did you? You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. As he's just killing he's just killing Uchihas by the dozens. As he doesn't care. He's just murdering them all. And pretty much when Sasuke is in Yandere Mode, forgot to mention this, when Sasuke, Indra, or Madara is in Yandere Mode, they will basically have a multiplied strength boost. Their Chidoris will be pink, their Sharingans will glow pink, pretty much their Susanoo even will glow pink, as their power will be boosted by at least 1,000 and by at least 10,000, or multiplied by at least 10,000. Their speed, same multiplier, health, defense, strength, stamina, all that, same multiplier. As pretty much Sasuke would be murdering all the Uchihas with godly finesse, as he just did not care. Oh, even his fireball glows pink when he's in his Yandere mode, I forgot to mention that. As pretty much we skip about 1 hour, as we see just a random Uchiha scrambling out of his house, trying to run outside of the compound. Trying to survive. As there's about 4 other Uchihas with him. As they're just like, there's 4 of us, 1 of him. There's 5 of us, 1 of him. We should be able to take him. As they're by the gate, just preparing to yeet out of there. As then suddenly, a pink fireball. A giant pink fireball. And when I mean giant, I mean this fireball is at least 2 stories tall. A giant pink fireball is just flies out of nowhere and blazes them to dust and to a crisp. Yes, the attacks, like all of his chakra, even his chakra-based attacks and his jutsus, same multiplier of 10,000. So yeah, the heat of his flames, basically hotter than blue fire. Which, if you didn't know, is used for cremation purposes. So that's why they were turned to dust and ash, okay? As pretty much Sasuke would see Itachi sleeping, as he'd then say, "Hey, you were hurting Naruto-kun. You need to pay." "Yes, but I'm not gonna kill you." As Itachi would be dead asleep, he'd say, No. I'ma give you a fate much, 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 much worse. As he then smiles wickedly and insanely. Basically, sadistically and insanely. As he would then... as he pretty much... he would grab his sword, which, one other fact about the Yandere Mode that Sasuke has, and that Indra and all of his reincarnations have, is any weapon they use has anything they have on or touch, no fingerprints. There is no trace of them, so basically you can't tell if they were attacked. If they were holding a weapon and killing anyone. As pretty much the blade would have no fingerprints on it, except it would have a whole bunch of Uchiha blood on it, as he would then just put the handle in Itachi's arm, as he would then pretty much he would wake up Itachi, and Itachi would have the sword in hand, and basically he'd be in his Jonin outfit, as he'd then say, and he basically, now Sasuke would pretend to be scared and like he just woke up, as he'd say, "Itachi, there's someone downstairs." As Itachi would go downstairs and see all the dead Uchihas, and would basically see nothing, as he'd walk outside and see lots of ash and dead Uchihas, as he'd then say, "Holy, oh my god." As he would basically see Fugaku's corpse, or his dad's corpse, as he'd run over to it with blade in hand. Blood is dripping off the blade. By the way, he just was he's just far too sleepy to notice, as he'd be standing over it. And for this purpose, Sasuke did not destroy Fugaku's body like he did most of the other Uchihas. Instead, he killed Fugaku with the sword. With the sword which he put in well, Itachi's hands, so yeah. Pretty much, he would just, and the Fugaku's blood would be dripping off the sword. As he would then say, pretty much, then there would be Kakashi along with a couple other Jonin running into the Uchiha compound because they heard a whole bunch of ruckus going on, and they saw what appeared to be a light show. As, yes, one thing about Sasuke's pink attacks, they are very vibrant, and they draw a lot of attention. Because, I mean, seriously. It's basically like, okay, allow me to explain what I mean when Sasuke's pink attacks basically draw a lot of attention. Imagine you're in the middle of a gangster neighborhood, right? And all of a sudden you see this bright-ass neon orange, car with butterfly wings and all this fancy stuff just rolling through. And everyone is just looking at this and just thinking, the fuck? That is basically what happens when Sasuke uses his attacks in his Yandere form, and Yandere Mode. By the way, yes, even when he does have the Rinnegan, it will glow pink. Okay? So yeah, Sasuke would pretty much have changed his clothes, and, well, no, he'd be in the same, no, he'd have changed his clothes, and completely annihilated his old ones, as he would be in pajamas. He would look like he just woke up, he would walk, and he'd basically pretend to be afraid as he'd then scream and shriek, ah! Ah! As he'd be screaming for bloody murder. I'd then say, ah! I'm sorry, I can't really do a scream that is not loud. Because that's the best I got right now. So yeah. Pretty much Sasuke would then say, Itachi. You know, obviously playing it for the Jonin who were there, as they would pretty much see scared Sasuke, plus Itachi, plus Itachi's hand with a sword in it that has Fugaku's blood on it, plus Itachi with sword in hand, and with dripping blood over Fugaku's dead body, which just so happens to be sliced up and to have a whole bunch of sword slashes on it. As they then say, Itachi, you traitor! What? As Itachi would drop the sword and basically pull his friggin' Raven Genjutsu and turn into a whole bunch of ravens. Basically, he'd be so confused that he would have to get out of here. Just, pause the what if right now. Guys, just please tell me. Was Itachi at the wrong place in the wrong time, or what? I mean, seriously. As then, Sasuke would pretty much then and hide any trace that he was ever in the Uchiha compound that night. He'd take all of his clothes and all of his belongings, and move in with, basically, in a matter of seconds, all of it would be in Naruto's house. As pretty much Sasuke would just be right on Naruto's bed, right next to him, as he would then pretty much lean over and kiss Naruto on the forehead, as he'd then say, "Don't worry, Naruto-kun. As long as I'm here, nothing bad will ever happen. After all, no one cares for you more than me. And they don't love you. In fact," as he would then say, a one sentence which Naruto could clearly hear, even in his dead asleep state, as he then say, "No matter what that anyone says or does, just remember, they don't love you like I do." As this one sentence would echo, and this one part of speech would echo through through Naruto's mind. No matter what, they don't love you like I do. As Naruto would basically know that this was something he heard, but he wouldn't have no clue who said it. As Sasuke would basically say, "Good night, Naruto-kun," as he would then pretty much cuddle up to Naruto and fall asleep. As that is where I'm ending this I'm this Naru Sasu. I'm the Sasunaru part off. Hope y'all enjoyed. Please tell me in the comments, do you want more of this thing? And please, no hate. And I know, just before the video ends, I know what you're about to say, man. I believe your YouTube name is Seymour. Don't even think of it, Seymour. Don't even think of saying anything about the darn Hercules Superman what if, and the Hercules Kryptonian what if, okay? I will do it when I have time. Yes, I said this is the first actual, I guess, time I've talked to you about it, but I will get to it in due time. Just be patient, and stop spamming it. And also, the one dude who only watches my videos just to say, "Do what if Naruto wasn't in Inuzuka?" Be patient as well. All good things come to those who wait. Have you never heard that before? Well, it's true. All good things come to those who wait. Okay. Also, one other thing I forgot to say. The one dude, I cannot remember his, YouTuber name for the life of me, but his icon is Momoshiki, the Otsutsuki. I'm sorry, dude, I cannot get that part out today. I had to go shopping, and yeah, I had a whole bunch of crap. In fact, I even have a brand new kitten to replace my dead cat. As I said, nothing could ever replace him, but this is something my parents are trying to fill the void with. So far, Rhea's doing a good job filling the void. Yes, her name is Rhea, and she's adorable. And just in case Valakili is watching this video, Valakili is my birth father, by the way. No, I shouldn't be saying much of this stuff on YouTube, but yes, I followed with the elite trend of naming our cats after Greek deities. Okay? That's only for Valak Ely, okay? And yeah. See y'all. Sorry, no win because I had to get through everything. And yeah, bye.